This film opens with some typical pictures of Smithy and his plane, the Southern Cross. It would be difficult to find an Australian who has made such notable history as Kingsford Smith. Without doubt, two of the greatest feats in aviation have been the Trans-Pacific flight and Kingsford Smith's completion of encircling the world, the first aviator to do so in a heavier-than-air machine. Squadron leader Kingsford Smith has been acclaimed the Prince of Pilots, and there is no doubt that he has put together a series of achievements, the like of which no other pilot has been capable of doing. Another famous Australian in another sphere, Joe Kirkwood, the greatest golfer Australia has produced, and the greatest showman in the game. Joe is shown playing some of his famous trick shots which explain themselves. Hitting one ball while using another ball for a tee, and driving the center of three balls standing one on top of the other are everyday tricks, as also is this trick of driving a ball off a club handle. A constable assists Joe with a popular trick of driving a swinging ball attached to a slender thread. And now Joe's pet joke is driving with the Muggs driver, an outsize in clubs which is guaranteed to strike the ball somehow. You can't miss with this one. Good shot, sir. Demonstrating an uncanny precision, driving blindly, that is, driving without looking at the ball. This is a trick which appeals, driving two balls with two clubs at the same time and driving accurately with all. Quick fire, driving a number of balls in quick succession. And now Joe's own pet trick is that of imitating a slow-motion picture. Addressing the ball in the manner of a slow-motion picture, Kirkwood puts all of the splendid wristy action and body movement into his shot. How to earn 5 shillings easily. Catch all of these balls hit by Kirkwood as a quick battery. This series of pictures is the result of a cameraman's sense for finding everyday affairs in uncommon places. Thursday, being the day before payday, found our cameraman with empty pockets and forced to walk to work. While walking briskly through the Snowdon Gardens near Prince's Bridge, Melbourne, he stumbled upon the unusual spectacle of some of Melbourne's flapperdom intent upon preserving that slim profile. Now, girls, this beats the 18-day diet hollow. Remove those unfashionable curves by means of a few handsprings, backflips, somersaults, etc. It's great fun, I can assure you, and guaranteed to stop you from saying or thinking XOS for many years. Fancy seeing anything like this in one of Melbourne's fashionable gardens. I suppose that the first thing the cameraman did was to rush for his camera. I guess the majority would rush to sign the pledge before thinking of anything else. Anyhow, these girls are a splendidly healthy type with a freshness that is lovely to see. A new way of stealing apples is to climb on your friend's shoulder, and then to add luster to the trick is to stand on your hands. Now here is a low-down man, if ever there was one, showing a diver preparing for work. The assistant is screwing on his helmet, a necessary precaution, I can assure you, to prepare for more low-down stuff. The diver then poses before the camera, a very pretty spectacle and picture. The assistant is now adjusting the brass and lead boots. The diver is the only man who can be kept upright by means of weights. Weighted boots are necessary to prevent the diver from becoming upset, or I should say turning upside down. Now the air pipe and connecting rope are being paid out as the diver descends. The bubbles consist of expelled air forced out as the good air is pumped to the diver by means of this pump. Note the real Australian workman. You can tell he is that because he has his free hand in his pocket. The air pump is uncovered so that you can see the pistons working. The air is forced from this machine down the rubber pipe, and it is said that bread is the staff of life, but this man is willing to bet that air is. Again, the air bubbles are seen as the diver is ascending to the boat. This sort of reminds me of a recent operatic aria. Let me see. What was the name? The Return of Barnacle Bill. Because of the great fight for the ashes which is going on in England, this picture will be of great interest. Alan Kippax has often been termed a master stylist, and after seeing these slow-motion pictures of some of Kippax's best strokes, you will readily understand how well he substantiates this claim. Kippax has just demonstrated the late cut, cutting the ball deep down through the slips In an effort to penetrate that circle of men to gain a boundary, Kippax then demonstrates the off-drive, a splendidly executed shot in slow motion showing the foot being placed in the direction in which the drive will take place and the eye being fixed intently on the ball. Returning then to the popping crease, Kippax prepares for his third shot, that of a straight drive, driving the ball straight down the pitch with great force and again placing the left foot in the direction in which the ball will be driven. Following through carefully as a golfer does with his drive, Kippax still fixes his eyes intently on the ball. And now preparing for the fourth shot, Kippax will demonstrate the leg glance, putting the right foot into position for perfect balance and then bringing the left round in the direction of the shot and watching the ball intently as it leaves the bat and also approaching the bat. Another good 4.